Alright, so we might have went off the path a little bit in the last video, trying to make a cross between a chatterbait A-rig and then a buzzbait A-rig. Yeah, it could be a good idea. I don't know. So we're going back to trying to make actual legit baits. And what my idea this time is, so I'm making chatterbaits. So I have these nice jig heads and blades. But I thought, man, that big fish from last week seemed to want something moving really fast on top because it was chasing bait fish. And I thought, man, this chatterbait's not a bait fish imitation. And my swim bait that I normally use is, but it's not going to get its attention. It's a finesse type of thing. So my thing was buzzbait. But I don't have a buzzbait mold, nor did I want to wait for one, or spend the money to buy one. So I have this nice jig head. Well, why don't I just buy some wire forms and just put the jig on the buzzbait? Makes sense, right? I already have these. I don't have to buy anything else except for the stuff you need to make a buzzbait. I'll just put them together. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to try.
There's another one.
Probably going to get rained on. Yes, I'm going back to see if I can catch that monster. I doubt it'll happen, but it's worth a shot. All right, let's try this buzzbait. Pretty stable. It doesn't do a whole lot unless you run it real fast. Oh, that looks good. Let's go see if we can catch the big one. Again, probably not, but anything's possible. Let's just try to catch something on this swim bait, because I feel like we're not gonna have much time. I really don't want to scare everything yet. Yep. Yep. He's not bad either. Boat flip. Look at that. Good hook. Maybe I should have put, oh, there we go. He's a nice one. Very dark. His mouth's a little messed up. I don't want to scare everything, but see you, bud. I want to at least get one on a buzzbait somehow, some way. Oh, that was one, didn't hook up. That's a fish. That might be a pretty big fish, actually. Blade wasn't even. Blade wasn't even on top. Okay, he's not as big as I thought. But we got a hook up on the buzzbait. Man, I thought he was big for a minute. Oh shit. Man, his mouth is small for what he is. Little guy. I thought he was huge for a second. On the buzzbait. See you, bud. I'm not even sure the blade was on top. I mean, I can't hear. And this blade is like a subtle blade. And you can run this very fast if you want. Apparently my drag was loose. Is that a bite or is that a rock? Maybe grass, I don't know. All right, so we had one hook up. First one didn't, this one did, so that's good. Enough for me to think I got something decent bait-wise. And I feel good about the buzzbait being the bait right now. I'm just gonna move down a little bit and gain cast some more. Can't believe how tight I had my drag and he was still pulling drag in this current. Let's move down a little bit. Man, if that little guy put up that much of a fight, what that giant's gonna be insane. Oh, well there, I almost lost my bait again. I'm gonna work on that backhand cast. We got hit right there. We got hit. Well, let's go get it. I saw about where it landed. Got it. Didn't even break my leader, broke the braid. I think it's this 20-pound braid instead of the 30 I'm used to. There we go. Does not feel bad. It doesn't feel bad. It's getting smaller. Getting much smaller. Much smaller. But still a cool fish. Oh, he's hooked pretty weirdly. Man, he's got a small mouth. There we go. He's been hooked before. Little guy. I thought he was huge. Very dark. These guys are getting a tan in the summer. This clear water. See you, bud. Yeah, I thought that was giant again. It's just because I have so much weight out there and current and stuff. We're up to 66% hookup right now since that first one I lost, but I think that you'll have that sometimes with a topwater bait. That one also doesn't feel that big. That's okay, because that is on my buzzbait that I made. And he just came off. So it just makes you wonder, is it a buzzbait thing or is it my bait thing? I mean, the regular buzzbait I've been throwing at Strike King, I think, you know, it's about the same. You never always hook up. It's a topwater thing, if you ask me. This is fun though, you know? This is fun. Almost lost it again. So it kind of worked, but what would happen was, with this being attached to that 60-degree eye, every once in a while this would fold up and get stuck, and you'd have to reset it. And the last thing you want to have to do with a buzzbait is have your bait out there running on top and it not be able to hook a fish. So that to me was terrible. And I couldn't find a way to attach these to keep it from folding up on itself like that. So, again, I didn't want to spend the money on buying a mold, which I may in the future. But for now, what I did was I made my own. I took 2 pieces of steel and I made my own mold to make a buzzbait. It actually worked out better than I thought, and I'm very pleased with it. It did take me several hours to make this because this is steel, and I just sat there with some tiny burr bits, grinding the steel with the drill. Very tedious, and it's not easy because these have to line up perfectly, and that took a while. And it's not a fast process, you know, laying your wire form in there and your hook and getting everything lined up. I have it pinned, and you just put the pins together, but, you know, I drilled the pins a little crooked, and sometimes doesn't want to go together. And so it's not a fast process. So I probably will be buying a mold at some point. It's be way quicker and easier to deal with. But it's kind of cool to know I made my own custom mold to make buzzbaits, and they turned out pretty dang good. Oh yeah, bud. Look at that guy. Huh? That's a buzzbait. I made that. I made my own mold for that. I gave it eyes, dude. It's got eyes. 3/8 ounces. Really, It's getting closer to ½ ounce, but look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that spin. Here's the one we're gonna start with. It's a black one. Gold skirt, gold belly. Then we got the white. Just gonna see how they run. Dude, it feels like it's 110 degrees out. We're gonna make this a quick one. Get some casts in. Just see how it runs and get the hell back out of here. I'm sure I'll be showing you the mold at some point, but it don't look too half bad. All right, back to my secret location. See how this buzzbait works. Should work really good. I'm gonna put this guy in my mouth. Yeah. Kinda. Runs a little crooked. Why would that be? Let's just tweak it left. It's definitely running not straight, but everything's dead straight. How do you tune a buzzbait? I don't even know. Spread it open a little bit, see what that does. It makes it not want to come up to the top. So that definitely made it worse. That made it worse the other way. Interesting. Well, let's try the white. Lays over the same way. So, I wonder if I bend this guy up and then this guy down and do exactly like a buzzbait, buzzing baits, will that help it any? Still runs crooked. You know what, take the swim bait off. Maybe the swim bait's doing it. It's worse. The blade needs to be farther back. Every time it just rolls over. Okay, back to the other one then. Alright, same issue as always. It rolls up on its right side. Good here, but it does some weird shit. Alright. We're gonna catch something that's gonna be here. Trying to drag a little bit. Oh, that's too tight. That's good. Oh, how to follow. How to follow. He was not small either. I watched that fish follow that. Day one of throwing buzzbait every day until I catch the giant. Commence. Well, we got our information. It works. It's not perfect. I'm thinking scooting the blade back some may help. Maybe the blade's the wrong size for it, or who knows. I wonder. Let's test something. Give that a little tilt down. That may have helped. Oh, she's running much better. Okay, that's the help it needed. Okay, that's what it needed. It needed to tilt down. All right, let's get out of here. We got our information. Yeah, give that a little tilt down. That's all you gotta do. Well, it's about 150 degrees outside. I figured out how I'm putting the bait keepers on the buzzbaits. Made 2 more. Made 2 for Sean. And I'm gonna go try out these new ones. It looks like it's about to storm. Wish me luck. Hopefully the buzzbaits run straight like an arrow. And just the whole time. She wants good. This water is more muddy here than it was in Dawson. Yeah. Oh! Not small. Not small. Oh, it's not big either. Oh, it works. It works. This is the one Mike wanted. He just told me to make today. The way he hit it, I thought he was massive. That might be boat flippable.
Now he's just using the spinner because that's what I have on.
Yeah, I almost tore his lip off. So he's not that big. But in the current, he was pretty crazy. On my golden shiner chatterbait with the gold blade. See you, bud. He hit it on the bottom. That was the first time I let it fall because I didn't want to lose it, which I can remake it. I don't know why I'm worried about losing it, but all right. Yeah, this water's muddy. Chatterbait's gonna be like the way to go, honestly. I think I got a fish. How did that small fish eat this giant bait? He just, oh, I thought it was still vibrating. I thought he'd come off. I mean, literally, that's a 5/0 hook. 5/0 hook. Right through the cheek. He's hooked in a good spot, I guess. There we go. Tiniest fish ever on a giant, biggest chatterbait. Look at that. What the heck, man. See you, bud. I didn't try a buzzbait through there. Yep, it worked. And I don't think it's small either. It's probably smaller than I think because that's how it goes, but buzzbait worked, dude. Oh. He's not bad. That's sick. He is not as big as I thought, once again. Oh, not big fish once again, but that's still cool as shit. Just because it's top water, you know what I mean? See ya. I really thought that wasn't gonna work, but it works. So it'll probably work again. Oh shit.